Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating.
All right, so we have this covered patio deck, and you can see there's also going to be screened sections or enclosure areas here. Not quite sure if there's a door here or how that's going to actually look on this side here, but they did say that there are a couple of things over here. We have a door here that goes into the structure, and then there is a window that comes out about 2 feet. Let's look at the overall dimensions that I have. So overall dimensions I have here is 17 feet by 18 foot. There is a fireplace here. I believe they called it a fireplace, like a wall section. So I'm going to place that at 5 feet here, 6 feet from the edge of the wall to this edge here, and then 7 feet to the outer edge over here. There will be a fan. I have this fan at a 52-inch diameter, and I have it centered within the fireplace itself. So it's not centered within the 18-foot section here. It's centered within the fireplace, you can see here. And then let's go ahead and look at, and I should mention we have a 9-foot ceiling height, and let's go ahead and turn that dimension off and look at what I would place in here. So if it's available, I'm not 100% certain, but if you can put the units in this configuration going perpendicular to the 18-foot section or perpendicular to the structure coming out from the home, then the 6,000 watt flush mount would be a great option. And you can see that I have them at 18 inches from the edge of the clearance. Let's see if I can turn that on here. 18 inches from the edge of the clearance to the actual edge of the fan blade here. You can see I have that one off slightly, but this one here is right on the 18-inch mark. So I should probably move this over slightly, and I'm just going to call it maybe 2 inches here, and let's go with 4. Yeah, so I put it at 4 inches, and now let me go ahead and move this over here. 4 inches over. All right, sorry about that error. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at, so that's meeting the clearances all below with the screen-in sections here going on all 4 sides, or all 3 sides, let's call it. There should be no issue with regards to affecting the screen in any way. Let's look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat, you can see with this setup here that we have a very nice footprint covering the whole entire space of the occupied space, I should say. And so this would be my #1 ideal option for this particular application. Now you may have noticed that there is another drawing over here, and let's go ahead and look at that as well. The reason why I put this drawing over here is because I wanted you to see that there is a possibility that the ceiling joists are going in this configuration, going parallel with that 18-foot section. And I would imagine that's probably what it is. And if that's the case, it's going to be hard to place the units going, perpendicular to those ceiling joists unless you were able to box those in. Sometimes I'm not a structural engineer, so you'd have to talk to your engineer about that, whether or not you can actually place these. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this for a second. here. But if you could place it in this configuration, I would prefer this just because of the fact that you wouldn't need as many units to cover this whole entire space. But these are a little bit larger. They're total length. Let's go ahead and just place that on here real quick. But you can see the total length of the flush mount 1 hour fire rated drywall is 5 feet 6 1/2 inch. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that back on, but that might be an issue in order to, place the units in this configuration going perpendicular to these ceiling joists that I'm showing here now. So if this is the only way that you can do it, then I'm choosing the 5200 watt units, and the reason why I'm choosing those is because the application height. But this would be a very good application as well. If we looked at the clearances above, or below the heater itself, so this is 18 inches of clearance. Let me get inside here so we can maneuver a little bit easier. 18 inches of clearance from the edge of the heater out to all 4 sides, and then 36 inches down. And so we're meeting the clearances with this 52-inch diameter fan. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the ray for a minute here so you can see, hopefully see the clearances are being met here. If I turned on the let's try this again, sorry about that. But if I turned on the, you can see here now a little bit easier that we're meeting the clearances for the fan itself in this dimension. And again, I have this centered. The fan is centered within this span here. And then the other thing is that we want to make sure we're meeting the clearances to the edge of this window coming out here. So that's another thing that we're making sure is going on. Could we move these heaters over here slightly? We could, but then it would no longer be centrally located as far as the appearance is concerned. So if I just went 1.5 foot over, we're still meeting the clearances on the other side here, and the coverage would be a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and turn off these images here, but you can see that the footprint of heat would be a little bit nicer. Let's see here. The footprint of heat would be a little bit nicer where it covers more of the left and right. So this would be the occupied space again, but we're actually overheating this space here. So not quite sure where else we could put them in order to use just 2 units, unless we did something like the first example that I showed here. So but anyways, that's what I have for this particular application at this time. The only information I got was just the length and width, and a couple of images of let's see if I have that here, the floor plan here. This is what I got, is that the structure is 17 by 18, and this is the house over here with an extended window here, called it a bay window, and a fireplace over here. So in any case, that's the only information I really received, in the height of the 9-foot ceiling. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans and your information into designs at patioheat.com, I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not support our channel, and others don't find it unless you would tap that like button or make a comment. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.